Josh?
Hey, Eddie, I know balance is obviously a big point of focus, and you're trying to get back to that balance with the offense this year. When you say balance, though, I guess in your mind, you want that to look more like your first few years here, where there was kind of that more split, or do you want to see the passing game kind of go another level beyond that from the first few seasons?
Well, I think for sure that we want to develop the passing game. I think when Terry got hurt, you look at those first two games, and we seemed to be pretty balanced at those first two games. I think we had 8 different receivers catch balls, and that's what we're looking for. In games, when you say balanced, that you just don't want to have, like last year we had 55 runs in a game and 2 passes. We don't want to be. That's not balanced. We're going to be able to, because our passing game is getting better, to mix it around a little bit more and keep people off balance in just a different manner than we did last year.
John Hale?
We've talked a lot about the young speed you have on this roster at the playmaking positions. Have any of those guys kind of stepped up in these first couple of weeks in terms of adding that kind of game-breaking ability that you've all been looking for?
Yeah, right now you look at for young guys, Bryce, he's really not a young guy, but didn't play a ton. But Bryce Oliver right now is looking really fast. He's kind of stood out here in the last 5 practices. But, Michael Drennan, Zay Cummings, those guys have made some plays, Ernest Sanders, and I'm excited about all those young guys. There's some heavy legs right now. We just went back-to-back practices, but you can certainly see their ability to run. So we're excited to see where that goes here in the next couple of years.
Tim Spencer?
Eddie, how has the transition, you guys had a few spring practices, but how has that transition, now that Terry is back in the fold as a quarterback of going back to that old offense? Obviously, you guys had to revamp so many things from then. How have the guys responded, and how have they bounced back?
It's really been fantastic because, we were allowed to have those OTAs, those walkthroughs that we were able to have, those 10, 11 practices or walkthroughs, whatever you want to call them. We were calling them OTAs. That really allowed us to pick up the practices that we lost in the spring in terms of the mental part. And since I've been here, this is the fastest we've installed. I mean, we've just finished 5 practices, and we didn't slow down. We went through all 5 installs. So that's never happened here. And they have been unbelievable. They picked it up. It's not perfect, but I sure do like where they're going in the direction of them being accountable for what we're doing. And so we've thrown a lot at them. And if we can keep going this way, and then as we get closer to game time, you put what we think is going to be the best thing for our quarterback and our receivers and the people that we have personnel-wise. Once we figure that out, then we can kind of shorten this thing. But everything's going to be on the table by the time we get to, I think, after our first scrimmage.
Lee Tag?
Yeah, Eddie, what have you seen from Josh Ali? How has he looked early on?
A couple of things. One, he's gotten faster, stronger. Coach Ed and Coach Hill have done a fantastic job. He just really looks quick. But I think, Coach Bo has really worked with him on his releases. He's doing a great job of getting off the ball, being more physical as well. I love where he's at. He's being a leader out there, and he certainly is the number 1 guy out there right now at the receiver position.